so much pride because it is Courtside, and we're here enough to be excited as we build up to all the action that the sport we love so much will offer us in the year 2022. From the drama set to unfold in the NBA All-Star Game to the NBA Finals proper for this season, to even things happening on the continent, to our national teams, the male and female sides, the Tigers and the Tigress will be trying to qualify for the next FIBA World Cup. And we'll have enough time to speak about a competition that feels like it's the Champions League of basketball on our continent, the Basketball Africa League. All of these should tickle your fancy on Courtside tonight. We'll have a chance to hear from you too, as we're keen to find out from you who's listening to the broadcast tonight what sport you think you are best at playing. So much on the cards for sure. My guys are in the studio too. So without any further ado, let's get ready to rumble. Yeah, we are ready for the fun on Courtside on the nation's first news talk and sports radio station 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Chuma Noli. Happy New Year to you from this side of our delivery. First one we're having in the third day of the new month of the new year. Best time to welcome these guys too, who had an amazing time celebrating all of the fun that came courtesy of the festive season from 25 December, as the case is, to, of course, the 1st of January too. And they're still moving around Lagos with a bit of ease for now, though. But we expect guys to start returning to Eko tomorrow. Traffic should also return as it happens in this part of the world. Azubike Onitsha is looking like His Excellency. Your Excellency, sir, is this the plan for the new year, to look like a man who is a billionaire? Because I think, they say dress it and you get it. This is not dress as you want to be addressed. This is dress it and you get it.
Fresh
Your Excellency, good to have you on the show.
Fresh.
I love this outfit, man, with the flat tummy, the fantastic height.
Speaker of the house.
The cap, the cap and everything.
It's a New Year resolution.
On social media, guys will say cap, but this is no cap. I'm not just watching you. No cap. This is the truth.
I choose not to shout this year. I want to be calm. I hope you can hear me so well. That's on a lighter note. Don't mind me. When there is no much cash in the pockets, you use dressing to.
No, it's a lie.
Cover. I know Chuma will not.
The dressing comes with so much cash,
but just telling God that this is the way we want it to be all through the year.
Yes, so
great to be here once again. It's a new year, and I say Happy New Year to every listener out there. We're here to talk basketball.
Indeed.
And we're hoping to do it better than we did last year.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you for having me, Chuma.
Only keep getting better as the case is. Well, Daniel Chukwuma is right here too, and now fine boy generally, but this year he's moving to even become more handsome, and I don't know, man. All I'll do is just tap into the grace that these guys move around with.
Hype man.
How you doing, Dan?
I'm all right. I'm doing good. It's an amazing new year. Great seeing you, Chuma. Great seeing you, Azu. We're looking forward to great things. We're looking forward to better possibilities.
Yeah.
And more money. The ministry needs to move forward.
It has to.
So we're going to be on ground, pushing, and doing it real.
Indeed, bro. Good to see you guys one more time, and let's sink our teeth into the nitty-gritty of the presentation. By the way, as ever, that one will not change. It'll keep getting better as the case is. We're streaming live on Facebook, and trust me when I say that your comments on Facebook matter, sometimes even more than some other platforms, because we know that you have to go with your data to stream live to watch us. So we will be prioritizing reading out your thoughts via the Facebook portal. It is Nigeria Info 99.3. That's Nigeria Info space 99.3. There's a WhatsApp platform too, through which you can tell us what's up. And hey, the phone lines will be buzzing as always. Guys, generally from an overall perspective, what will be your expectation for 2022 in basketball, Azu? From an all-round perspective now, just you don't have to go into the main, but just touch it from the rooftop. All round.
Okay, for me, I know we have very little time, so I'll do as much as just put it simple and straightforward. I'm just positive. I like the fact that the sporting world generally is conquering the COVID-19 ideas. I'm happy we're not seeing the reduced number of games this time around. The basketball world is not going to be stopped at any point in time, especially in the NBA.
Yeah.
But very so, like you said, there will be no what's it called? What did they do last time?
Bubble.
There will be no bubble.
Yeah.
And players now understand that I can leave for 2 weeks and get back into it. Or there's going to affect a lot of teams like we've seen over in the last couple of games. But I'm seeing something great. I'm seeing new discoveries. Those guys who have sat on the bench for a long time, this is their time to actually take it up if they are not, if they don't contract COVID at any point in time. And this is another way to see who is a better coach, not having the same level of players and getting the best of it. Right here at home, I want to see the Nigerian Basketball League return. That will be the biggest achievement as far as basketball in Africa is concerned for me. The both leagues, both male and female, see them play the best of basketball, and also have square pegs being put in square holes, not just having hypes on social media and on mails that we get about a particular president. Let's see these things being done. Let's have the right elections. Let's actually see something work out perfectly to a level. We're seeing Rwandan basketball grow. We're seeing them one of the hosts again for the second time in Baal. We'll be seeing Egypt and also Senegal join them up to host the biggest tournament in Africa. And that's one thing I'm also looking forward to, BAL 2022. I want to see the best of basketball in Africa, so that we can see more African players move on from here to play in the NBA, and also at least feel comfortable right here in Africa, even if they don't travel out. I know how Egyptian players look like in football. They don't mind if they are outside there. They come here, still play the best of football in Africa, and go on to win Nations Cup because they've actually grown their league and also develop. If we can have that in Nigeria, that would be enough achievement as far as I'm concerned.
Right, the way you're dressed just looks like you're that man who should be singing that line. I have a dream. That basketball in Africa will flow unhindered like a stream.
Martin Luther never wore this.
That those who are watching it will see basketball on the continent as sweet as ice cream. And that will make me have a chance to prove to others how well ice cream. You know, that kind of feeling. You're looking like
how do these things come?
To share that,
is this something you can teach me in 2020? Even if not 2 bars, just 2 lines.
2 bars.
Just 2 bars. You buy admission form. You must get cut off.
Ask this guy a question.
And he has to put me as first choice, really. He cannot put me as second choice when he's going for those he would love to work under. Dan, also, just to touch on the surface here, what will you love to see in basketball in 2022 before we start picking out those events one after the other, the ones that should define this year in the sport?
I mean, internationally, we know the games are going to be intense. We know that things have been mapped out in a way where everybody can follow. So internationally, I'm good. Home base, back home, I'm looking forward to, like, as you said, and like we had a discussion earlier, actually having scheduled timetable, tentative information, and games are holding, where it's holding,
what time it starts.
Like, we need to be. I was saying it at a media briefing the other day, and I said this is 2022. No more shalaye. No more shalaye. It's not going to be business as usual. Let's focus on developing our game. Basketball is being developed and is growing. Cape Verde, Senegal, DRC. Look at what they are bringing to the table. And there's BAO. Everybody's planning to be the best by bringing their best. Okay, so let's develop. Let's develop and build what we have. Let's not host camp and share sneakers and balls and believe that the players will now become Adetokunbo and go to the NBA. No, let's have a program. Let's know we are coaching XYZ amount of kids. We are having XYZ amount of competitions. I'm looking at the federation. Yes, the NBBF. I am looking at them stepping forward and being a federation. We need a new president. The current one is not supposed to be there, So let's know what directions we're taking, so that at the end of the day we're able to know. Okay, these are the players that are going to represent us. These are the competitions. Nuga, pre-Nuga. Those are the things we need to see happen, so that we can know that we understand that yes, basketball is actually developing. Basketball is growing. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. All
right, I love what you guys have said. You've touched every part of it on the surface, at least as regards the conversation. So let's now get into the main event somewhat, guys. The first big thing in basketball this year should be the All-Star game, I can imagine. February is when that should come alive, guys. And the NBA All-Star game is always a party. I know that COVID-19 denied us of so much of a party last year. The major focus was on the game itself. In the last set of years, the NBA All-Star game has been rebranded from a Western Conference, Eastern Conference game to the stars, LeBron James come, pick your guy, Steph Curry, pick your guys too, and you guys face off. But I'm sure we're looking forward to that this year, right? The NBA All-Star game.
Okay, it's something really interesting. First off, you just mentioned one name who will be making another huge appearance in the NBA All-Star, and that's LeBron James. He's already making the records, and if he does it again, you know what he always looks like. He will have the opportunity to tie Kobe Bryant for second most All-Star selections. That will be 17th time for that great man, LeBron James, and he'll be playing it at his first, we started basketball. That was the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers will be hosting for the third time, and it's going to be something beautiful. Like I said, there are names you might not get to see because of COVID. You might have seen them pick names, and it all switches at this point in time. Don't be surprised. Even LeBron James might not be there because COVID decides who plays basketball at this point in time.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
But there's one man I'm looking forward to seeing in this NBA All-Stars, and it has to be Evan Mobley, who plays right there in Cleveland. I hope he makes the All-Stars, and it will be one of the first times we're seeing a rookie go straight into the NBA All-Stars. It's very, very rare. I can't remember players recently doing that, but I think I will have to go through my records as we move closer to the All-Stars in February.
That was the game Irabal went for in 2019,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
All right, our very man Irabal Kosun was at the NBA All-Star game.
Shout out to Irabal
2020. COVID came in when? 2020? 2019. No, I was not here in 2019. So he went for the All-Star game in 2020.
2020, yeah.
I was not here by this time in 2019. I came in June, July 2019. So, yeah, we may just have somebody go there too from this brand to cover the NBA All-Star game. It's very possible. For the sake of the listener, the exact dates for that, it should be so much fun. February.
Okay, yeah, February 20.
Yeah, so that's the date. That's the date for the NBA All-Star game for 2022. And I was telling Dan something off the microphone that these guys abroad, and we give it to them. They find a way to plan in advance, so they give you dates. You can already prepare at the beginning of the year.
That's the word.
Well, in Nigeria, man, we hardly do.
Chuma, as you just said that, it just reminded me of something while Daniel mentioned it. I read through a long press release, and I didn't see a single date for what we'll be having in the year. It's a shame. It's a shame. If we go all about hypes and we're not talking about what we as basketball lovers should be expecting, then it looks like we're going to continue what we had last year.
Without sincerity,
there should be a change.
Without sincerity, I'll continue to say this, and I'll continue to say it again. Those at the helm of affairs handling Nigerian basketball have no idea about basketball. Okay. Simple.
All right, we're going to go now to the phone lines. Pick a few of your calls before we return and focus on more things. This year, too, should offer us the qualification series for the FIBA World Cup, of course, and our national teams, the Tigers, the Tigress, should have a chance to try and qualify from the African continent to represent us in that, major fiesta. Sorry. By the way, for football people, there's a live game in the Premier League tonight, and I sure will not deny you of the pleasure of knowing what's happening there. We're heading towards halftime in that fixture. It's Manchester United against Wolverhampton Wanderers. The scoreline is still even Stevens. Manchester United nil. Wolverhampton Wanderers nil.
We'll win. United will win.
I wish you the best of luck.
United
in life.
Basketball.
Okay. Now you can dial 07.
They'll win a basketball
100 993 993 993. That's 0700 993 993 993 to join us on Courtside tonight. 0700 993 993 993. We're going to be speaking about two things from your perspective as a listener. If you want to tell us something about what you're expecting basketball this year, feel free.
Yeah.
If you also want to let us know which sport you are best at playing, we would love to hear that part from you too. So keep your thoughts coming through via the phone lines, WhatsApp and Facebook. We will share them to the listener. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Chuma.
Good evening to you.
Of course, like you.
Good evening to you.
Sir.
Welcome.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy New
This
Year.
Friday from Iguelere.
Okay.
Right.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah. See, Chuma, what I want from our basketball this year, the charity begins at home. I want God to give us a leader who is ready to serve Nigeria, who will put his own personal interest aside. This one that we are having too bored in basketball, going to court every now and then. If they really love the sport, they love Nigeria, they will not be doing this. One will step down for another. I want God to give us that leader that will give Nigeria basketball. Not just by going to Africa and win it, to develop our own basketball here.
Okay.
That is what I just pray for this
wish for the sport. Thank you so much, Friday, for calling in. Pleasure hearing your thoughts on that one as we move on to another caller. Hi.
Hello, good evening.
That's okay. Feel free to keep the thoughts coming through via that phone line. Yeah.
Can I quickly rush through this? You asked the question concerning the All-Star. Sorry, I didn't add it to what I said. Kevin Durant and LeBron James will be hosting both conferences.
They're the guys who are going to be
so
picking
Kevin for the Eastern from Brooklyn Nets and LeBron James from the West.
Okay, nice one. So you now know the captains.
And so they don't pick conferences. They pick from any conference that they
Hello,
want.
good evening. Through the Courtside.
Mr. Chuman.
Yes, good evening. Let's get to it. Good evening. What's your name?
My name is Fatg in the studio.
What's your name? Let's get to it.
Welcome.
Happy New Year.
Good evening, sir. Happy New Year, sir.
My name remains Azuki.
All right, we're listening to you.
Promise to what our basketball to be in this 2022. If the basketball organizers can remove policies and do the needful, I believe that our basketball will move forward. But due to the policies we are playing inside the basketball game, that is why we are not moving forward. Let them bring out their mind and stop everything that is causing their problem in differences. Amicably, I believe everything will move forward.
All right.
Because if they add policies in a game, it causes a lot of controversy.
Okay, Azu, thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure hearing from you. Now, in the month of February, too, we should have something on our continent. Teams trying to qualify for the World Cup. And we had the first round of qualifying, the first window, as the case is, for November 2021. And by February 2022, the second window should come to the fore. Third window will be June 2022. All right. Nigeria in the first window finished top of her group. Our men, that is. We went ahead of Mali, Uganda, and Cape Verde. So we're still on course to qualifying for the next FIBA World Cup, which should take place in 2023. So that's another date you should mark on your calendar for basketball people. February and June, that's when we'll have the next set of windows in the qualifying race for the FIBA Basketball World Cup.
Is that just a day or two?
No, just mark. Okay.
3 days after the All-Stars.
Yeah, so it will be hits back to back really for us as
for basketball. People.
Guys, we'll have your thoughts read out on Facebook. Dan has his eyes on this comment. It is Nigeria Info Space 99.3. There's a commercial break that will suffice shortly. Before that happens, though, guys, still moving on. We're gonna have the NBA Finals. As always, every other year it comes to the fore. Last time out, this is how it ended.
Shot won't go, Tucker the rebound, and that'll do it. It's over. The Bucks have done it. The long wait has ended. After a half century, the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions once again.
That's how he walked out. For the first time in half a century or thereabout, Milwaukee Bucks getting the NBA title. Which team will get the title this year? Azu and Dan. It's still early days, but what's your take?
This is the hardest question ever.
Man, this thing,
COVID-19 decides.
Thank you. Because the NBA Finals for 2022 will take place between Thursday, June 2 and Sunday, June 19. That's when we're going to have the NBA Finals for this year. Yeah?
Chuma wants.
Are you going to nominate the LA Lakers to get there? I think Golden State Warriors are in good form, so they look like a bunch that can get there.
Well, let's get to the playoffs first.
Exactly.
Let's get to the playoffs first.
But for football people, they know that when the season starts, you can call favorites. So guys,
you know what? I'll buy what Daniel said. We saw the worst, not the best of Milwaukee Bucks like we had seen them normally through the season. But they still went on to win the championship. So it's not how you perform. I've seen LeBron James lead his team twice when they didn't do so well in the season. They just come to the playoffs and you see them. It was when they won with Cleveland Cavaliers. They were 3-1 down against the Golden State Warriors. Came back and won 4-3. This time around, Baba, I want to stay safe.
So we have,
but like you said, teams to look up to or look out for. If the Bucks have everybody, now I'm going to be speaking based on with the mindset of COVID no day. I want to tip the Bucks for the East.
Okay, Dan.
And for the West, I want to give the Warriors.
Okay, Dan, you have 15 seconds before that commercial break. The Bucks and the Warriors, okay?
I'm looking at Chicago Bulls. I'm looking at Chicago Bulls and Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix got to the final last year and they were decided to lose to the Milwaukee Bucks, if my memory serves me right. Let's go in for a commercial break. When we return, it's going to last for just about 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll give you a wrap of more to expect in basketball in 2022 and then switch over to Game On, including Manchester United's game. representing Femi and the Gang, and I have the guys who make things happen on the show, Daniel Chukuma and Azubike Onicha. In a bit, we'll switch over to Game On, where there's so much to come away from football to other sports too. And there's also a live game, by the way, on as I speak to you right now. It's Manchester United who are playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's halftime there. Manchester United nil, Wolverhampton Wanderers nil. United have had 47% of the possession in the game, and there has been Wolves with 53. Can you believe it? Wolves have more possession than United, who are playing at home, but realistically, none of the two sides have scored, so there's nothing to talk about. There's just been one shot on target for Manchester United compared to 4 attempts on target for Wolverhampton Wanderers. So the side dominating in the game as things stand. Good day home, Abi. That's what you hear in the viewing centre now. This way to be that kind of feeling. So there's more football to come later. For now, then we have to get back to basketball for you. We're giving you an idea of dates that you love to mark on your calendar for the sport basketball in this year 2022. Spoken about Terry, the NBA All-Star game, the NBA Finals too. Also the qualifying series for the FIBA World Cup, and how Nigeria's the Tigers and even the Tigers will be thinking of trying to make it through to those competitions for men and women. And let's have Azu just give us an idea of when the Basketball Africa League will take place. For this year, it's like the Champions League for basketball on the continent. Last year, Rivers Hoopers represented Nigeria. Sadly, they got knocked out in the group stage of that competition. So when will we have it for this year, Azu? So
it all starts in March. Something very interesting we're looking forward to. Same 12 teams, and they're looking at making it 2 different conferences this time around. One conference we play in Senegal, while the other will be played in Egypt. I think the final will now be played in Rwanda. Okay. So we'll have 3 hosts: Senegal, Egypt, and Rwanda. I think we still have some more time. As time goes on, we'll be knowing better, because at this point in time, we don't know who they go
represent
from.
Who,
what an Nigerian All-Star.
I know, right?
So you see why we need to actually work out. We already saw the Hoopers, the Rivers Hoopers qualify as a team that should represent Nigeria. But what I heard from the
spokesperson of the NBBF,
he said not friendly match. But we're still hearing facts that it's possible that they will still go on with that same qualification that they have, depending on what they decide in the end. Who's going to dethrone Zamalek is a question that remains to be asked.
I don't think nobody is going to.
Really?
No.
I think AS Monastery still have a chance.
They might come second again.
They will just go get 2 NBA players.
Okay. All right, Nigeria Info 99.3. That's the connection on Facebook. You can watch us live. And this guy, Abiodun
Oluwatobi Samuel, watching you so good.
All right. Good to have you watching us, Abiodun. And thank you for your comments. You can be like Abiodun and drop something on that platform, and we'll share it as we progress. Phone line should be buzzing before we exit. But beyond looking at what 2022 will offer us, how about giving you an idea of what's happening now? Because the NBA seldom goes on break. It's not like some other leagues in Europe. It's like the Premier League. They focus on action. And we saw Christmas Day games. We've been seeing games left, right, and center. So what's the latest, guys, from that territory? I know that there's so much fun coming the way of some of these stars in their respective franchises, I think. They don't call it clubs.
COVID-19 is still playing its part, but we're still seeing the best of basketball. We saw a Jaylen Brown do 50 points, a career high for himself, as a team led by Nigeria and Ime Udoka. At least we're doing well in the NBA. Daniel Shimoye. Ime Udoka is the coach of the Boston. Ime Udoka is the coach of the Boston Celtics, the highest winners of the NBA. They won that game. They came back from about 14 points in the third quarter, and that's a surprise. Orlando Magic will be crying blue mud at this point in time to themselves, not like they feel cheated. And that's what basketball is all about. Don't lose focus at any point in time. Masun, Kala, like Malamide said.
We also saw what DeRozan did. DeRozan ended the game with the Pacers.
Man, the Bulls are on fire.
And the game with Wizards, it was just mind-blowing. Looking at the table, the Eastern Conference, we have the Bulls 1, Nets 2, Bucks 3, Miami Heat 4, Cleveland Cavaliers the 5th position, and the Western Conference we have Golden State Warriors 1st, Suns 2nd, Jazz 3rd, Memphis Grizzlies 4th, and Denver Nuggets in the 5th position.
I must say it's been a wrong time for the Phoenix Suns. They are going through a lot as far as COVID is concerned. We saw they lost again. It's been 3 losses now in. Okay, is it 2 wins? I think they came back to 2 wins in 5 games. They've been poor, and they've dropped off from the top of the table. One game I must talk about has to be that game between the Utah Jazz and the Golden State Warriors. Two of the biggest sides in the Western Conference. Rudy Gobert, he will do all the rebounds, but Steph Curry knows better, and he came out tops in that particular encounter. They are still missing out on Klay Thompson, who were looking to get back in the game, and also that man Draymond Green also has not played, but they had that young man come back. What's his name? Jordan Poole, getting the points, and once again didn't score so much, but I think the Warriors just know how to get things right. They're taking us back to what we used to see them do years back, even before that man Kevin Durant came to join them. Steve Kerr knows his honors, and I hope the assistant coach of the team, Brown, will be bringing those ideas.
Okay, well, for tonight, early hours of tomorrow morning, Nigerian timing, by 1 a.m., there's going to be the Houston Rockets against the Philadelphia 76ers. Charlotte Hornets will take on the Washington Wizards by 1 a.m. to Memphis Grizzlies will have a date with Brooklyn Nets by 1:30 a.m. And there will be Orlando Magic versus Chicago Bulls by 2 a.m. So matches to watch out for in the NBA for later tonight. Guys, let's go back to the phone lines before we hear more from Azu and Dan. This is Courtside, and the guys in the building, as we call each other, Daniel Chukuma and yours truly, Chuma Noli. Let's do like Faze will say, when I go holla my name someday, let us holla your name now on Courtside. Let us know what your expectations will be for basketball in 2022. And also, if you want to run away from that question because you don't know maybe too much of basketball, what sport are you best at playing? This is Courtside. Let's go to you now. 0700 993 993 993. It's going to be nice to hear from you for sure. Hi, good evening to you.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
You're sounding like you're under the bed speaking to us, hiding with somebody's phone.
Hello.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
What's your name?
Yeah, this is Ido calling from Ikodu.
Welcome, Ido.
Yeah, according to the first conversation, I would love to say my best sport is table tennis.
Oh, the sport that you play best.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, man.
Are you one of those they call Esha?
Yeah, that Esha is when you smash somebody, right?
No. When you curve the ball from the bottom.
First time caller, nice one, man. Thank you so much. Good to hear from you. Happy New Year to you, man. Shout out to you. So you're better with table tennis.
Hello, nice. Good evening. You throw the Courtside.
Good with your hands.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I don't understand this basketball of the thing. Please.
No, I keep listening to us and we'll keep preaching the gospel to you and you understand, eh?
Football, please.
No, football is
all right, let's get to more action on the show right now. Hi, how are you doing?
First time caller.
All right, good to hear from you. Thank you for calling in. Okay, guys, Dan and Azu, as we get ready to wrap up and switch over to Game On, it's the best time to announce that Yellow Card has gone the way of Scott McTominay of Manchester United. The second half is on the way and the scoreline is still 0-0 in that. So all round, we expect a good year for basketball, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
from an international perspective, but from Nigeria, we're praying that we organize ourselves.
Yeah, we'll do videos.
Well, I know that
organize crusades.
I know that the same things that happened 2 years ago will still happen again. I'm not expecting anything different. I'm just praying that we take the game seriously because lives are involved. You know, so many athletes out there are looking for opportunities. I would know. I mean, I receive lots of highlight videos and a lot of emails. Oh, help me! But the thing is, we need to work on the system. And in order for us to work on the system, we need to have credible and sincere individuals handle affairs of basketball.
And I also hope we take advantage of the courts that were built right here in Nigeria. Those guys did something for us. I hope they will.
But you know, it's sad. It's sad. We have a federation, and till date, the federation has never said, "Oh, we've renovated this court or we've built this court."
People coming from outside.
People have to come. I mean, Masai just shout out to Masai, Giants of Africa. They came all the way and did one at Ijesha to the boys, one at Ilupeju, one at Iriaworo, and. I mean, and someone will tell you have a federation.
I left my house.
So we pray for more, guys. Thank you. We need to leave here right now because we're done with Courtside. How's it okay?
What's do go?
Your Excellency, please go home and give a speech. Bring it, we'll edit it and play it.
So I'll record myself live.
I wish you a fantastic 2022, bro. Always a pleasure seeing you, and you're looking very good. I mean that.
I go rich.
You need to introduce us to your designer, man.
I'll start looking like you.
Your designer can make me finer.
We don't fight.
You know, he can also take me to China, perhaps. That's done. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you guys for listening. We're always going to give you the best, and we're always going to thrill you on Nigeria Info. So stay tuned. Keep it locked. Azu?
Stick around with us, guys.
That's
Thank you
just
so
money.
much.
That's
That's it
just
for
money.
Courtside today, the very first one in 2022 on 99.3 Nigeria. For time to switch over to Game On, we'll look back at the action from the Premier League over the weekend as Manchester United are playing now in that race to break into the top four and be consistent if they get to that territory. Also, we'll look at the Nigeria Professional Football League. We saw game week 4 matches concluded on Sunday. And hey, how about our countdown to the Africa Cup of Nations? We're just about 6 days away from that competition now. And Femi and the Gang's countdown will continue.
The Super Eagles will win.
All of these and more should tickle your fancy. Whether your name is Francis or Nancy, right here on Nigeria Info.